AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. But where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Rebels. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. When he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short game.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
He hands it off from the gun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the handoff. Breaking tackles. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. And the Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
They'll hand it off. Powers through the tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
But I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution. The Rebels will crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looks left and finds his target there. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, blinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They've got him. It's a sack from the defense. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the 2nd down play. Hands off to the left. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Defense will make the stop on what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Finds his man. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain. So it sets up a 3rd and 8.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the call here. But you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up.
They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's swarmed by the defense. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
1st down and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
This is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch. But, Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's a run. Running back's got it. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, FIU. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He flips it to the back across the middle. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Handoff to the right side. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
It's caught downfield. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Well, this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive in the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Pass ball is incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation?
I think that's his really only play here, because if he doesn't knock that defensive back away from the football, that's an interception.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Plenty of time to throw, firing to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps...
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Automatic in the PAT. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense right through the line, playing with tempo now. We'll look to throw it here on second down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what?
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick this away to start the 2nd half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Gets past the tackler into open space now. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that 2nd and 3rd level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida International. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't quite able to keep him out of the end zone for the touchdown, but how about the job of just having a short memory? Just put that out of your mind, rally to this football, and keep them short of the two-point conversion.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Runs through the defender. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. It's going to bring up second down.
On the ready. In blue.
A quick throw out left, complete. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Rebels. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score at every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field.
29 Philly.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Panthers. This quarterback on fire today.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now is able to get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. After second effort, he's brought down, but it's past the marker.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The Rebels are in the red zone. He'll hand it off.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down coming up after that running play. There's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's a quarterback keeper. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Defense is coming after him. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? We'll begin the fourth quarter with a field goal try here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
They're going to run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The offense hoping to get a drive going. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
On the double.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Let's go.
Hands it off on the counter. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The shotgun handoff here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here.
3:25.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. Going to be 2nd down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Now they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And a senior making a disruptive impact play. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back.
And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, FIU. It was a foot race and he won it.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Second down after that previous play. And it's a kneel down. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the quarterback just takes a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.